On the surface, Boulder, Colorado was an idyllic, quiet town. But on the night of December 25, 1996, that tranquility was shattered. The next morning, Patsy Ramsey called 911 in a panic. Her 6-year-old daughter, JonBenét, was missing. Left behind on the staircase was a bizarre 2.5-page handwritten ransom note demanding exactly $118,000. What happened next compromised the investigation from hour one. Arriving officers failed to properly secure the house. Instead of cordoning off the property, they allowed friends and family members to walk freely through the home, potentially tracking over and destroying crucial physical evidence. Hours later, a detective made another severe error by asking JonBenét's father, John Ramsey, to search the house alone. He went down to the basement, opened a latched door, and found his daughter's body. He immediately picked her up and carried her upstairs. By moving the body and failing to lock down the property, the initial police response permanently contaminated the crime scene. Traditional investigative methods were paralyzed before they even began. Without a pristine crime scene, detectives struggled to find actionable physical leads. This created an enormous information vacuum, and the national media rushed in to fill it with unchecked speculation. News networks quickly discovered JonBenét's participation in child beauty pageants. They latched onto this specific detail, broadcasting her routines continuously to craft a sensationalized narrative about the family. This image shows the environment the press fixated on. The heavy makeup and elaborate costumes created a harsh disconnect from the reality of a normal 6-year-old who loved riding her bike. The heavily broadcasted images sparked a massive cultural debate about the Ramseys' lifestyle and parenting choices. The hyperfixation on the pageant world derailed the public discourse. The search for a killer was swallowed up by chaotic tabloid theories, turning a methodical police investigation into a trial by public opinion. Internally, the Boulder Police Department developed severe tunnel vision. They focused almost exclusively on the Ramsey family as the primary suspects, actively discounting evidence like an open basement window and an unidentified footprint that pointed to an outside intruder. This confirmation bias culminated in a secret 1999 grand jury vote to indict the parents. The prosecution's case relied heavily on circumstantial theories, such as contested handwriting analysis of the unusual ransom note, rather than hard physical facts. Living under this intense public and legal suspicion took an enormous personal toll on the family. For a decade, John and Patsy Ramsey were openly accused, scrutinized, and judged by a public that had already made up its mind. Patsy Ramsey battled ovarian cancer for years and passed away in 2006. She died while a large portion of the country still actively accused her of harming her own daughter. Treating a theory as fact without scientific proof cost the investigation its momentum. Investigators wasted years of vital resources chasing the parents on circumstantial grounds, while the actual perpetrator remained hidden. The noise only started to clear in 2008, when traditional forensic science finally advanced enough to test previously unreadable evidence. By using new, highly sensitive testing methods, researchers successfully isolated a distinct DNA profile from JonBenét's clothing. It belonged to an unknown male. This objective finding prompted the district attorney to formally clear the Ramsey family of suspicion. It also provided a foolproof way to instantly dismiss high-profile false confessions, like the one made by John Mark Carr, pictured here, whose DNA did not match the crime scene. While pundits and tabloids spent a decade prosecuting the family, the hard physical evidence always pointed towards an unknown intruder. Traditional forensic databases yielded 0 matches. To bypass this dead end, investigators now turn to genetic genealogy, searching massive public family tree databases. The uploaded DNA connects to distant relatives, allowing genealogists to trace family lines and pinpoint the exact identity of the suspect. Shifting the focus from interrogating local suspects to mapping unknown family trees gives investigators a powerful new tool. It represents the final, most viable strategy left for solving the case. The tragedy of JonBenét Ramsey became a dark cautionary tale for the justice system. These catastrophic early errors forced law enforcement agencies nationwide to completely overhaul their crime scene protection protocols from the ground up, and the pursuit of the killer has never stopped. John Ramsey has spent decades pushing to apply the latest genetic testing to the remaining evidence, carrying forward the effort you see his family undertaking here on day one. After decades of contaminated evidence, internal police conflicts, and deafening media noise, The hope for true justice no longer relies on public theories. Instead, it rests entirely on the quiet, absolute precision of modern genetic science to finally uncover the truth.